The crisp evening air carried an unmistakable sense of anticipation as the Cleveland Guardians squared off against the Los Angeles Dodgers in what would become a gripping 4-2 showdown defined by precision pitching, timely hitting, and strategic execution. From the very first pitch, it was evident that this contest would not be decided by explosive offense or highlight reel home runs, but rather by discipline, patience, and the ability to seize fleeting opportunities. Fans packed into the ballpark witnessed a game that unfolded like a chess match, each inning layered with tension, as both teams leaned heavily on their pitching staffs to dictate the tempo. The Guardians ultimately emerged victorious, but the margin between triumph and defeat remained razor-thin throughout the night. The early innings set the tone for what was to come. Both starting pitchers took the mound with a clear mission: establish dominance quickly and suppress any offensive rhythm before it could develop. The Dodgers, known for their powerful lineup and deep offensive arsenal, approached the game with confidence. Yet they quickly encountered resistance from Cleveland's disciplined approach on the mound. Every pitch was calculated, every sequence deliberate. The Guardian starter displayed remarkable command, mixing velocities and locations to keep Dodgers hitters guessing. Fastballs painted the corners, breaking balls dipped just out of reach, and changeups disrupted timing, creating a frustrating experience for even the most seasoned hitters. On the other side, the Dodgers pitcher was equally formidable. He matched Cleveland's precision with his own brand of control, navigating through the Guardians' lineup with composure. Strikeouts came at crucial moments, often halting potential rallies before they could gain momentum. The first few innings passed with minimal scoring threats, as both teams struggled to string together consecutive hits. Groundouts, fly balls, and strikeouts dominated the stat sheet, reinforcing the notion that this would be a battle of endurance rather than fireworks. The deadlock finally began to crack in the middle innings. Cleveland, displaying patience at the plate, started to work deeper counts and force the Dodgers pitcher into more challenging situations. A leadoff single ignited the first real spark of the game, followed by a well-executed sacrifice that advanced the runner into scoring position. The Guardians capitalized with a timely hit into the gap, bringing home the first run and sending a surge of energy through their dugout. It was a modest lead, but in a game dominated by pitching, even a single run carried significant weight. The Dodgers responded with urgency, aware that falling behind, even by a narrow margin, could prove costly. Their lineup began to adjust, showing improved discipline and a willingness to extend at-bats. A double down the line put a runner in scoring position, and a subsequent single tied the game, restoring balance and intensifying the competition. The back-and-forth nature of the contest highlighted the resilience of both teams, neither willing to concede ground easily. As the game progressed into the later innings, the pressure mounted. Managers became increasingly strategic, making calculated decisions regarding pitching changes, defensive alignments, and pinch-hitting opportunities. Every move carried potential consequences, and the margin for error continued to shrink. The Guardians, however, demonstrated a slight edge in execution during these critical moments. A combination of smart base running and situational hitting allowed them to regain the lead. A well-placed single, followed by aggressive advancement on the bases, culminated in another run crossing the plate, shifting the momentum once again in Cleveland's favor. The Dodgers, known for their ability to mount late-game comebacks, refused to back down. Their hitters approached each at-bat with renewed determination, seeking to break through Cleveland's defensive wall. Yet the Guardians' bullpen rose to the occasion, delivering a series of composed and effective performances. Relievers entered the game with confidence, attacking the strike zone and maintaining the team's defensive integrity. Each out recorded brought Cleveland one step closer to victory, but the tension remained palpable as the Dodgers continued to threaten. A pivotal moment arrived in the 8th inning. With runners on base and the potential tying run at the plate, the Dodgers had an opportunity to shift the narrative entirely. The crowd held its breath as the batter stepped in, the weight of the moment evident in every movement. The Guardians' pitcher, however, remained unfazed. With a sequence of carefully placed pitches, he induced a critical ground ball that resulted in a double play, extinguishing the threat and preserving Cleveland's slim advantage. It was a defining sequence, one that encapsulated the essence of the game: composure under pressure and flawless execution. In the 9th inning, the Guardians added an insurance run, providing a small but crucial cushion. The run came as a result of persistent effort, with Cleveland continuing to apply pressure despite already holding the lead. This extra run would prove invaluable, as it allowed their closer to approach the final inning with a slightly wider margin for error. The Dodgers managed to push across a run in their last attempt, narrowing the score to 4-2 and injecting one final surge of drama into the game. However, the Guardians' closer shut the door with authority, securing the final outs and sealing the victory. Beyond the scoreboard, this game served as a testament to the depth and resilience of the Guardians' roster. Their ability to compete against a team as formidable as the Dodgers underscored their growing reputation as a disciplined and well-rounded unit. The pitching staff, in particular, stood out as the cornerstone of their success. From the starters' steady performance to the bullpen's clutch contributions, Cleveland's pitchers demonstrated a level of consistency and control that proved difficult for the Dodgers to overcome. For the Dodgers, the loss highlighted both their strengths and areas for improvement. While their pitching remained solid and their defense largely reliable, their offense struggled to find sustained rhythm against Cleveland's approach. The inability to capitalize on scoring opportunities ultimately proved costly, as the Guardians made the most of their chances. Nevertheless, the Dodgers' competitive spirit and refusal to concede until the final out reaffirmed their status as one of the league's elite teams. As the final out was recorded and the Guardians celebrated their hard-fought victory, the significance of the game extended beyond a single win. It represented a statement, a demonstration that Cleveland possesses the tools and mindset necessary to compete at the highest level. Every pitch, every swing, and every strategic decision contributed to a performance that was as methodical as it was effective.